So what's up, guys? Today we're going to be checking out Metal Slug. Now, we're playing this on the Anthology Collection on PS2.
Yep.
So, I've originally played this a ton in the arcade growing up. One of my first big jobs, I worked in an arcade here in Florida, and I played this probably every weekend a little bit, and then we always got different installments of the series, so I have a little bit of knowledge when it comes to the series, and I've played a few of them, but I've never beaten all of them.
No.
So, I was thinking today before Rob got here, I'm like, one game I would love to play through with you is Metal Slug, and there's 6 to 8 of them I think that came out over time, like in the mainline series.
Yeah.
And on this collection, I believe we have the first 6 games.
Yes.
So I think, hey, we could start with one, and then over the next couple of months we could try to play through the Anthology Collection.
I'm down for that.
You have any recollection of these? I know you play it. You have a couple of them at home. I think you played through, at least on your Steam Deck or something like that.
Yeah, like they released, I think, most of the original Metal Slugs on Steam, so I've bought a few of them, and I've played through them. Not easy, of course, not surprising.
Yeah, they've never been.
But, that's kind of like where I started playing them. Like, I had known about Metal Slug, but I started mostly playing it after I got it on PC. But I've always appreciated Metal Slug because I've seen people talk about like the artwork and the sprite work for this game, because it's one of the most probably highly stylized and yet cohesive like arcade games that uses sprites and not 3D models.
Now, the first, I will consider this run and gun?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
My first like run and gun I grew up with was Contra, and I played that in the arcade, and then I had both of them on the NES, Contra and Super C. But I think this more encapsulates like the style that I love, because it's all that like hand-drawn, unique like 2D style. And as much as like I loved Contra growing up and like the premise of Contra and everything, I always loved the quirky, cartoony side of Metal Slug, and I always like I just feel like it's both of my favorite like game series just kind of like combined was just like Metal Slug.
Yeah.
So it reminds me very much of like In the Hunt, which was a game that I had on PS1, and then it reminds me a lot of the Super NES game. What's the one I'm trying to think of that's really good? I don't want to say it's like Turrican. It might be Turrican that I played a lot. It reminds me of that, where it's got that very like cute, like cartoony style, but it's also got like aliens invade, and then there's like armies that attack. So
I gotta look it up again, but I think But yeah, this is it's a game that doesn't take itself seriously. That's the good thing about it.
Yeah. And it's just, the story I think is constantly evolving. For some point, like we have the main antagonist, which is like the leader of the main army.
Yeah, so
in
kind
his
of
attacks, and then I think he like aligns with aliens over time.
He
so
does.
The game gets like you see like the story kind of shift into like an alien invasion like halfway through. But I'll let you guys see it. I'm sure you guys are very knowledgeable of the series, but
it's a fun. I think I know why they did what they did with the whole occult kind of stuff and this enemy army.
But it's essentially how Contra starts off, where like you're just fighting an army, but then eventually like there's an alien invasion that's taking place at the same time. So it very much like it very much pays homage to Contra in that aspect. So
it probably does actually, which is pretty cool.
But yeah, guys, you guys probably seen Rob on my channel before. If you haven't, check out some of my past videos. We played through Kirby's Air Ride. We've done a ton of GameCube stuff together. Food reviews, Rocket Meals, and then of course we just recently dropped the Mario review.
The Mario movie.
If you guys saw it, let us know what you thought of it, and then check out our video on it too, and give us a shout out on there. But without further ado, guys, we're checking out Metal Slug 1 on the Anthology Collection.
And here it is.
I'm going to turn it off all the way just in case. Just in case we pick up the sound of it.
You're good. Pro Gear spec.
We are 5.
God, this is like one of the most beautiful sprited games. Look at that. Look.
Yeah, we're going to have to watch this intro first.
Look at that design.
Metal Slug.
Metal Slug.
The Nazca Corporation.
Nazca.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's like who originally developed, and then that and published with SNK. So I think there's like a collaboration possibly.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but I think that's how that goes.
There's some figures of these characters now too. You know that, right?
Oh, what's the toy company that makes the figures for these? They fucking look amazing. Because most of the figures I collect, I'm really big into the like the NECA line for like the TMNT, and then I like the the Storm collectibles for like all the Capcom,
Yeah.
like Street Fighter stuff like that, Mortal Kombat. But there's some awesome figures for these guys out too.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about picking a few of them up and doing like a toy review on them.
Yeah, they look really good though. All right, ready?
Yeah, so we are in Metal Slug 1.
We're in the jungle right now, apparently. Oh, so this game.
Well, let's check out our.
Yeah, let me see.
Let's just check out, make sure our options and how we pick up coin. Well, it's on free play, so
Yeah, it's on.
I don't think we have to add any
You shouldn't have to.
credits. So
So there's the shoot. Okay, there's bomb. There's jump. Okay. I don't. Guys, forgive me. I don't play this on the PlayStation. Like if I play this on Steam, I play with Xbox controller because I think an Xbox controller is better for me.
let's turn it up a little bit just so we have volumes. There we go.
There we go. I didn't realize that the first Metal Slug. I feel like I could have sworn I played the first Metal Slug. Maybe they redid it, but I could have sworn that you choose the girls too, or you could choose the girls.
I think that's Metal Slug X or Metal Slug 2. I think that's when they
Never
released them. Because I think these are fairly accurate to the Neo Geo ports.
Oh my god! I could just also be thinking they might have remade them like a little bit, like when they added them on Steam for the PC. It could have been that they like, oh yeah, let's add the girls now, so they can
Yeah.
play. I have to check out. I have no idea.
Yeah, I want to say, and don't quote me, but I want to say that as each of the mainline series came out, I want to say they added the 2 girls, and then they added the 2 other guys, and either 3 or 4 they added a couple more of the guys in it.
Yeah,
Because I saw the toys, and I think that there's like 6 or 8 different characters, and then I think Metal Slug 7, because this goes up to 6. I think it's Metal Slug 7 is DS exclusive, which uses, I think it utilizes like the 2 screens, which is pretty fucking cool too.
Yeah, I think that's also the one that introduced who is it? Mark and Ralph from King of Fighters.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, like the King of those are the King of Fighter characters that like are part of Team Leona or Team USA, whatever the team is. And they actually were playable characters, I think, in that DS version of Metal Slug, which is pretty cool. Like that's a random crossover, and I like when games do that. Oh my god! Oh, I got gas, so I don't run out. That's awesome.
In that theater we went to, where we watched an horror movie, they used to have a Metal Slug 2 cabinet there.
Did
A long
they
time
really?
ago, they did, yeah.
That's hype.
But I think it was like the Neo Geo cabinets that have like you can pick between like 6 or 8 of the video games, like the Play Choice for the Nintendo games.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen a Play Choice cabinet.
I think I did. Well, at least something similar. Because remember that picture I showed you when I was in New York, and I found that super
That was
cabinet?
awesome. That was
crazy.
I showed you in that magazine that I have.
Yeah,
that NES guide. That I mean, there's some information on that. That's a dedicated cabinet apparently.
Which is super cool. Like that thing was really. I know that thing's rare. Oh god.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh god.
Duck.
I want the rocket launcher. Damn, I should have done. You're right. I want rocket launcher.
I was trying to get the rocket, but it's like
It's all the way up
snugged
there.
up in there.
I wonder if we would have died if we tried to get that.
See, that's the thing that sucks. Is that you get no prisoners if you lose your entire set of lives. So if you have to do like
Did we
a
run the wild
continue,
already? Damn.
yeah. I mean, this game fucks you up.
I did not even realize that. Damn. They're roasting this guy. Look, he's sitting on the fire pit. That's fucked up.
This guy's coming down too. Oh, the little kitty.
Thanks for the doll, I guess.
You know the thing with Metal Slug games is that you can get distracted just because there's so much going on in the backgrounds.
It's
like I'm one of those people that like I love the exploration side, even if it's like a run and gun. It's like because there's so much going on that like I just want to stop and see everything in the backgrounds.
I feel you because I'm the same way, especially
Because it's all hand drawn. That's what I love about this. These are probably some of my favorite SNK games, to be honest with you.
I'm the same way too for like fighting games, like you see Street Fighter, backgrounds, and you're like, oh, there's so much stuff happening in the background.
Yeah.
So like I know exactly what you mean with like appreciating the background of a video game like this.
Well, like me and Enrique were playing the SNK vs. Capcom games on the Dreamcast, and sometimes we'd be in the middle of a fight and we just kind of just like stop and just like admire the backgrounds because there's so much so many cameos from like other Capcom games, and they just incorporate other characters into like little things that are going on in the behind the scenes while you're fighting, that it's just like you almost like forget about the fight for a second and you're just like enjoying everything else that's going on.
Yeah, no, for real, exactly.
Because us, we're like massive lore heads, and like we go like even with a Mario movie, like what we talked for an hour about that, just because of all the little things that we would just see in it. That like I wish I could just stop the movie for a minute and just be like enjoy all the references, you know.
Exactly, and the thing about the Mario movie too is that they kind of combined like a bunch of different like Mario games into one setting, because you know you have the games that had Princess Peach as a playable character where she wasn't the damsel in distress and stuff like that. Then you have like, you know, this is Mario's introduction into the Mushroom Kingdom for the first time. And, you know, so when you think about that, you know,
you see where the fish are trying to engulf you?
That's like Smash Bros. When I get eaten by the fish.
That's fucking great. So tell me, so you did go ahead and you saw it in 4DX as well?
I did, yes.
Because I remember we might not have a chance to do a follow-up 4DX review on it, but since you're here with me, I might as well get a little bit of your take on it now.
Yes.
So how did you like that compared to when we went and saw like our standard IMAX viewing of it, I would say? So
it was a lot of fun. Like obviously, since it wasn't IMAX, I think the cat just like jumped up. It wasn't IMAX, like the screen wasn't as big. I noticed that right off the bat.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about the 4DX is that you don't even need that large screen, because with the seats moving as constantly as they were during the movie, you feel like you're a part of the action. Like I went with my siblings and my partner, and we all like had a really good time in the movie, because it was just constant movement, pretty much non-stop for the movie. Like the only times it really stopped was just like during the dialogue sections, where it's just like a downtime period of Mario and Princess Peach talking or whatever.
Did you see where like they tried giving the movie like terrible reviews, but the fan reviews were just like off the charts? Or it was like a 98.
It's silly.
Overall.
Like I get the movie critics, you know, taking the movie more seriously, because that's their job, and also they want to push the medium as far as like what it can do and mean for people.
I think people were just expecting more story than I'm like, it's a Mario. It's based off of like a platforming game. It's not based off of like, you know, Final Fantasy or Legend of Zelda. This is based off of like platforming games from Mario. It's like, you know, you're not gonna. These characters don't talk normally. Like, right. And I mean, it's like
there's a limited. Every Mario game has a limited story.
Yeah.
So like, I get what the critics are trying to convey. It's just I don't feel like it was.
You're trying to
necessary,
and you're trying to cram like 30 years of history into like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Like,
yeah.
For what it was, I think it was.
It gave you really well.
Yeah. For like appealing to a wider audience, and in your hardcores, I think it was good enough for not having a Mario movie in like 20 years.
It was a good compromise. So like I really think they did a great job in handling the movie. And one of the things that I feel like the critics maybe were not taking into account as well is that Nintendo's not going to tell a unique story for one of their biggest IPs through a movie.
Right.
Like if they're going to tell a story that's never been told before through a Mario medium, it's going to be in a video game. They're going to be the ones that do it first. They want to be the ones that do it first.
I agree.
Wow, that just dropped on me. So I just feel like...
And also, like, to be fair, like, this movie was, like, developed by the same, like, company that makes, like, all the Minions movies. So it's like, look, those movies aren't exactly, like, story-driven, but everybody goes to see them because the animation's beautiful. Like, everyone knows, like, that animation house is fucking amazing.
Like, here's the thing, right? Like I do think the critics came at it from a wrong perspective as far as talking about the movie, but I also don't blame them at the same time, because I had watched recently the new Puss in Boots movie, The Last Wish. This easily one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. Just the style that they chose to go with.
I also realized, not to interrupt you, I also realized I'm like asking 1,000 questions while you're trying to like kill this guy. So
no, you're good. I can multitask.
Look at him, look at this son of a bitch getting away in his little plane. He's like another Robotnik.
Escape pod, go! But like that's the thing. Like I watched The Last Wish.
You see how I actually got the same.
Yeah, I saw that. You didn't. I died like 3 times during that level, so that's fine. But yeah, like I was watching Puss in Boots, and the way they went about doing that movie was really cool, because there's bits where they actually cut the frame rate for like the action sequences, and it's like choppy looking, but almost in a way that's almost like comic book style. It's really sick. Like you see Puss in Boots fighting these characters, and you're like, wow, that's super cool. It's easily one of the best animated movies I've ever seen.
I can appreciate that,
and I can. And even being a Mario fan, I could say it surpasses the Mario movie in terms of what it's trying to convey and portray. Yeah, like if you were to watch the movie, you'd see what I'm talking about.
Now, that was made with say the Imagine. Do they have? Is it Imagine? What's it called? Imagination? Not Imagination.
Illumination.
Illumination.
So Illumination made the Mario movie.
Did they make the Puss in Boots one?
No, DreamWorks makes
made that one.
the Puss in Boots movie. So maybe that's why like I can't say too much about like the usage of different kind of like art styles and techniques in the movie, just because DreamWorks has been around for a very long time, so they kind of have like their own style, you can say, like down pat. But it's just like, as much as I love the Mario movie, just because it is the Mario movie and it was a lot of fun, like when you see something like that Puss in Boots: Last Wish, and the way they tell the story, the way they have the action sequences, and the way they do.
I'll let you take him out. I'll hit this open for you.
Yeah, I got it. And the way that they wow, I got shot while laying down. That's not fair. And the way that they break the rules of animation in order to have these highly stylized like sequences, it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
If you want to watch it, it's on Peacock. I think it's on Peacock.
Are you subscribed to the cock?
I am not. We are using a friend's subscription.
I get it, honestly. I'm subscribed just for the wrestling, because for
right,
$5 I can watch like all the pay-per-views, and I'm me, I'm more of a diehard AEW guy, but I mean I still watch the WWE stuff.
I mean, yeah, it's still fun. You know?
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
But yeah, I mean for $5.
What the heck is this guy?
Oh, this guy's fucking great.
Don't touch me.
I think he's like another returning character in this series. Come on, this is the one where we're always like, come on, boy.
No, like, I was trying to stab his toes.
Oh, got me on the back end of his last bullet.
Oh, he's turning red. He's getting mad. Oh my god!
I'm gonna light him up here.
Ooh!
Sliced him up.
Nice! That was tight.
Dude, for an anthology on a PS2, this actually runs pretty smooth.
I was gonna say
there's no slowdown.
Well. No input lag. I mean, it probably helps you play on a CRT though. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, imagine playing this on an HD TV. It'd probably be
terrible.
It could be terrible.
Tony, guys, for this screen I have a Sony Trinitron. And I have two of these, and they're the same size, so it's like
he's got them stacked like a fucking DS.
I know, that's great.
It's like a dual screen, large mode.
One man's junk's another man's treasure. I literally had somebody like, I got both of my Trinitrons for like $20 each, because one of them was just sitting outside my house and my neighbor dumped it. And then somebody else,
working condition, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was beautiful. This is the one we're playing on. And then the other one I found on the marketplace for like $40. So it was like between both of them, it was like $40 for two TVs. And they were literally exact same model, everything. And these are like I think they're like a 28 or 30 inch. So pretty big for a Trinitron. But yeah, for a PS2 compilation, these run fantastic.
Yeah, it really does look, like, honestly, really nice.
Dude, this background right here is so fucking badass.
Yeah, and there's no, like, screen tearing or anything like that, or artifacting. Oh my god. Take the tank. Yeah. Get some. Come get some.
So, in other news, Street Fighter 6, I think the demo came out.
Yes.
Enrique was something, so me and you are going to have to play the demo of that probably after we go to dinner tonight.
Yeah, I'm just annoyed that it's only on PlayStation. Like, dude, put the fucking demo on PC, please. Yeah. I'm not buying a goddamn PS5 to play your games. Put them on PC already. I put a lot of money in that.
I guess that's the thing with these exclusivities, why it's like so vital now. Like, these companies are just buying up IPs. You know, it's like each Xbox has, X amount of exclusives, and then Sony has their exclusives.
Yeah, it's
just a shame that like it's got to the point where it's like you definitely gotta have both at some point if you're a diehard, and
I don't agree with that either. Like it's so easy for a company to put their games on PC at least, right? Like, because they make the games on PC, so they already have like a working PC version of the game essentially when they're making them.
And the PC was always, growing up, PC was always, to me, was always...
It's the granddaddy of gaming!
Yeah, it was like the definitive version of it. My little cat's trying to get in front of my screen right now. Alright, sweetie.
Oh, no!
This way.
Beady. She's like, no. I refuse. Before we get, game over, I'm gonna keep playing.
Okay, you got me.
Yeah, there you go.
Her head was, probably right into the camera.
Actually, I don't think she got in front of the camera at all, but she was blocking like a quarter of the screen.
My cat sits Oh yeah, this boss is gnarly. If you see his charge shot coming from the left, it's gonna shoot out at the right. It's gonna like shoot across. The
like
screen.
diagonally.
Yeah,
I got you. I think I
should
saw
see
it.
the pattern after a couple.
Yeah, you can see him aiming too. So, whoa. Don't look at me like that. You know what though? This game will give you carpal tunnel.
What was the one that we played at your house on? Was it Thanksgiving night?
I don't remember when, but we did. I think it was X.
X.
It's the one with the aliens, which is either 3 or X. It's one of those. I just can't remember because there's so many. Oh! You got blasted. Oh my god! I can't believe I dodged that.
It's like a Dragon Ball Z like blast. That's how fucking big the energy shots come from the tanks.
Yeah. Did we do it? Yeah, we did. Holy crap! I don't think I died during that fight. Whew.
So I think maybe later on, like the reason that the Army's technology is so well refined is maybe they're getting like some of the alien technology.
More than
likely. It's like a Roswell thing where like they get the technology and now they're like all their tanks and stuff are just like souped up.
Yeah,
this like corrupt dictator with just like alien tech just coming at you.
Well, you have to remember too, like they had the whole sequence with the zombies and the aliens, so they're doing occult stuff.
Yeah.
And alien stuff at the same time. Like they're trying to do some weird stuff.
And it works because the game's fucking great.
Well, yeah, the game doesn't take itself seriously. Look at this monkey hump up in the air. The game doesn't take itself seriously at all.
You want to try the Metal Slug this time? Because I've been jumping on all of them.
Well,
if we can get up there.
If I can get up there, how do I get up there?
Well, we might have blown up our entry. Someone's gonna be like, "You idiots! It's over here."
Yeah, like so. What a bunch of scrubs. Whatever, dude. It's fine. We don't need no freaking metal slugs. Oh my!
And they just sliced me in my jugular.
That was dumb. I was shooting. That was rude. Woo. Oh, let me get this.
Have you ever played Gunstar Hero? Speaking of running guns.
Maybe like a small amount. I may have played it. I did play it a small amount of time because actually on Nintendo Switch.
Did they have a? Oh, I just
with a Plus Online subscription, they have the Sega Genesis like virtual console library, and it is on there. So I did play it for a small amount of time.
I mean, the fact they had that on there, that's pretty good. That's a great game.
There's a lot of good games on that like online library. They have Echo, they have Rise Star. What else do they have on there?
When I was a kid, I don't know about you, but for me, underwater levels in games were always. To me, they always felt a little bit like eerie, like creepy. So when and I'm not like Mario Brothers, but more so like, like let's just say Donkey Kong Country, and just any kind of game that like water levels are always pretty challenging for the most part. They're difficult. But in Echo, the whole game takes place in like the depths of the sea. So to me, it was always like the farther I got in that game as a kid, the more I was like, it was kind of scary. It almost felt like almost horror-centric to me because like you're
Wait,
fighting,
are there aliens in that game?
Yeah, there's aliens later on, but it's like we don't know the depths of the ocean right to its full extent. So it's like it's still somewhat of a mystery. So to me, it's like the farther I got in that game, the more I almost felt like taken back, where I'm just like, dude, I don't know if I want to go any further because it's just like. It got pretty dark at some points. It was like there was no music, I think, at some point. It was just quiet.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's got a very eerie, like, just tone to it at some points in the game.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean because in modern day equivalents of something like that, there's a game called Subnautica.
Subnautica. Okay.
It's an indie developed game, and it's a survival open world kind of game. But the planet that you get stranded on is completely ocean-based. So you're exploring a planet with like almost no land masses, and it's all pretty much underwater. And there's a lot of points where you're like exploring the ocean, and you come across massive undersea creatures, and you're just like, oh my god! So I would say that's almost like the modern day equivalent of something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like if you watch a gameplay video of that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's spooky. Another boss fight? Oh my god. I got hit.
Oh. Yeah, the further you get in this game, the more like the handhold it goes away. They don't fuck around.
Yeah, they don't. They have a machine gun.
So, when you saw, we'll go back to the Mario movie, when you saw it in 4DX, were there any effects because I love the 40X so much as you just because of all the things that are going on, like the elements that they spray on you and stuff like that, like the seats. Were there anything that was like that they implemented for the Mario movie with the 40X?
So the biggest element that they use besides the movement, of course, is they did a lot of the air, like rushing past your ear. They did a lot of that. So you could like feel like something whizzing past you or something, or you're moving really fast.
Like Superhero did a lot when we went and saw it.
Yeah, and then the other one that they did a lot of was the seats also have like almost like a massage kind of component built into the back. Yeah, like it's in those middle of the seat where if you're pressing against it and like a character's getting roughed up or punched around or moved around, you'll feel like little pads pushing into your back.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I noticed that with the Mario movie that they use that a lot. Like when Mario's getting the shit beat out of him through a lot of these movies. Through this movie, that happens a lot where they play they have that little machine pushing into your back, like to feel like you're getting roughed up. It was really cool. It was a really cool thing. There wasn't that much water in the movie, so there wasn't too many like water spraying effects. There was some.
How was it when Mario and DK got eaten by the eel? I knew I couldn't get those things off of me, dude.
That one had the water. There was also a lot of the air, like with being used for that one, because that's where the the monster broke and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was really about it. There wasn't too much for that one because there really wasn't a lot of movement until they escaped the eel.
Oh, sorry, I hijacked your.
You're good. I didn't even mean to get out of this thing, so it's all good. Fuck the cars. Hope they have insurance. Slice and dice, baby.
Now here's something that I would ask you, because we're both such big 40X fans.
Yes.
If there was a video game related movie and you had the availability to see it in 40X, what movie would you want to see? And it could have already come out.
Star Fox. Immediately.
Yes.
Or F-Zero.
F-Zero would be dope too.
If we're gonna talk 4DX and we want these fucking seats to break my bones, Star Fox or F-Zero.
The only reason I would put Star Fox over F-Zero is because the variety of planets they would go to and the things that you could like use with a 40X.
Yeah. Those would be my immediate.
I like that. That was a great response.
Thank you. Get out!
Which is why we hang out so much.
Hell yeah.
It's a survey for friendship, actually.
If you don't pass the test, you get fired as a friend.
Get the fuck out! Do you like Metal Slug? Yes or no? Get the fuck out if no.
Yeah. No! I got wrecked. Watch the bombs. There's so many of them.
If this just feels a little more challenging right now. Maybe we haven't played it well and we missed a step.
We're definitely out of practice.
Yeah.
100%. Get away from me!
I run out of bombs. Why don't they?
I know, right? Infinite ammo. Alright, good shit. The dude comes strolling out on a bike and immediately dies. He's like, hey guys, look at the new oh my god. Another tank.
Yeah, dude, this is like... I'm probably in like $10 worth of coins right now. I'm getting lit up. If this was like arcade play.
Like
that's one thing that's one thing I don't miss about like
arcades is the coins.
Not just that, but one thing I definitely don't miss about like some retro games, as much as like my channel, mostly dedicated like retro and stuff like that. We're playing retro is the fact that like those early adopted NES and Super NES beat 'em ups were like they were beat 'em up games, right? But they were like they gave you a certain amount of lives. I'm like, dude, this is an arcade game that was ported to the Super NES. Why do you have a set amount of lives? It's just like it's meant to like this is meant to like take your money.
Right no, 100%. I mean, me and you both know that when it came to America, when a lot of these older games came out, arcade cabinets or home console, they specifically made them harder on purpose because they knew it was going to be more money spent.
Dude, look at these fucking guys in the background.
Yeah. In the freaking buggy with the sidecar.
It's so badass.
Get out of here, dude. This is making me want to play Advance Wars.
I feel like the more I destroy them, the more they're coming, so I'm like, we're probably just going to have to move forward.
Yeah, I'm trying to move forward. I'm just trying to get them. Oh, my God. Thank you. Heavy machine gun. Oh, my God.
Get some.
Use your bombs if you have them. Don't touch me with that. Oh my, that felt like it.
I feel that thing's gonna come. That's gonna spray all the way across the screen. I'm gonna get fucked.
I'm trying to use my bombs.
I wish we could like. I wish if you beat this game, you could like use the guy we fought earlier, like the Bluto, the shredded Bluto / Zangief looking dude with the fucking.
It would have been
heavy
cool to
arms.
have like an unlockable character. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I would love to see some of that stuff come back. There's not enough games with like unlockable content anymore. The last game that I can think of that did that wasn't DLC, I think Super Mario Party that came out like in 2019. Oh yeah.
Let's do it, Rob.
Let's do this.
We got this. So speaking of games, so you brought over Day of Reckoning for later tonight, right? We're gonna do some creator wrestlers.
Yeah, we're gonna do some talk.
You know, I was thinking too. I was talking to my buddy, and as much as we do food reviews on our channel, right?
Yeah.
And we do our games and our movies, I wouldn't mind doing a post-wrestling podcast with you after the pay-per-views. For the matches that we watched, like it doesn't have to be super in-depth, but, you know, just our takeaways from it I think would be great because we usually always do the pay-per-views here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against that. I just feel like I'm not your subject matter expert on wrestling. I just like wrestling for the hell of it.
Yeah. But
so
for you always have good takes as far as like the matches themselves more than like
I appreciate that.
You'd be like player 1, wrestling player 2. red tights versus blue tights.
I mean, yeah, I'm always down to talk about that kind of stuff. That's for fun. That's always fun.
Dude,
Christ.
Is it just me that I feel like
I was staying alive for so long.
Did I put this on a certain difficulty? Because this feels
it's
unreal
just the game.
right now.
It's just the game. There we go.
This is like next level insane right now, guys.
That's scaring me. I'm not gonna lie. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. But you can touch me.
Is that from South Park or something?
I think that was like from Family Guy when he's doing like the MC Hammer. He's like, don't touch me. And then he's like, no, but you can touch me.
that sounds like a Family Guy thing.
I think so.
Dude, so close. One last plane, I think. Maybe 2.
Sons of bitches. Woo!
One of them is flaming, so he's
I just love how you're just sitting in the middle right now and just like fucking just destroying him right now. And that's you found like the perfect like sweet spot.
Yeah, I did. It was awesome actually. Thank you. Give me a machine gun. Oh my god.
Oh,
bitch. I just picked up a heavy machine gun too.
You know what I'm not using enough, I realized since we started, was my bombs. And the bombs really clear it out.
They do. They do a good amount of damage. Oh my god.
Anyone that does a no bomb, no bomb run, like no deaths.
I don't know
Holy
if that's
shit.
possible.
I don't even, yeah. I gotta like look that up on YouTube.
You know, I bet you somebody to do it. Look at all those guys.
Of course. There's some amazing speedrunners.
Yeah. This guy.
Yeah, so you're right, Rob. I don't think the aliens come until at least X or
I think it's
X.
X.
I think it's X.
Oh shit!
Because it's like a playoff of Independence Day. I think at the end.
Oh, you know what? That sounds right. Actually.
Oh, this part's so fun.
This is cool. Oh my god! Watch out! Don't get killed. I do appreciate that these are 2 dudes with pistols.
2 dudes with attitude.
And they're That's right. And the pistols are doing a lot of work. Like it's not the other machine guns. It's the pistols. I appreciate it. Oh my god.
I picture like the leader of the army just like watching him from afar and just seeing him like just wrecking his whole fucking fleet.
He's like, what are these guys?
I'll do it myself.
Oh my god.
Whoa. I hate when you dodge everything and then like you get the back end of like one baby missile gets you.
I know, you just like see like the smallest little sprite.
Oh,
Could think. Thank God I had iframes. No! Don't hit me. I think you picked up a heavy machine gun. Hello, guys. Thank you. Rocket launcher.
get the fuck back!
Dude, come on.
They're just lighting us up right now, dude.
Yeah, I blew their shit up. Fuck. Is our boat sinking? No, no. I thought it was sinking for a second. What the hell? Get him out of here! Oh shit.
How did I get out of the boat?
You're on the. It's because we're supposed to. Thank you.
Can you sneak up there?
I don't know if we can. Dude, seriously? Fucking come on. You know, now that we're playing these older games, that reminds me of how I've been having my little sister play older games more recently.
Was it
Vanessa?
Oh, Vanessa
she's my little sister. Yeah, I've been having her play older games recently.
She came down on me with a knife,
and it's really funny because she's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, these games are so hard. Why are they so hard?
Because you're not getting any handholding in these things.
I was like, yeah, this is what we grew up with on. Like, this is how it was for older games when we were playing. She's like, damn, no wonder you're so good. I'm like, thank you.
As I blow up. We still gotta finish Gauntlet. Well, we gotta start it over because we gotta play through that on the channel.
That was a lot of fun.
There we go.
Here he is.
I forget his name too.
I shoot him from the... Oh, no, don't shoot him. Leave me alone. Dude, leave me alone with these fucking missiles, dude.
Oh!
I ducked him like that. He's gonna shoot again, watch out.
Damn. You know, I was really thinking he was gonna do... I thought he was gonna, like, have his own custom metal slug.
That would've been sick.
You know what I mean?
Honestly. I mean, I feel like...
Like a giant... Like, I picture him in a fucking giant mech.
I mean, I think
he probably
does that in, like, the later games.
I'm sure he does, yeah.
I'm safe here.
Oh!
Don't do it again. Oh, he's doing it again. Didn't destroy them fast enough. Heavy machine gun. Wow.
What kind of fucking metal is this man's shit made out of? There's flame.
What's the name of that metal from freaking the Avatar movie?
Honestly.
I
know what you're talking
about. The unobtainium.
Honestly,
the stupid ass name. Unobtainium.
He's unobtainable right now. I can't fucking shoot his ass.
No!
Son of a bitch!
Damn it! I'm so mad.
Avenge me, Rob.
Come here. Drop your bombs. Oh,
you shit bastard. Go to hell.
I'm gonna see if I can get rid of these small bombs. Okay.
Jesus.
Don't. Okay. No.
Imagine what kind of nightmares he has after going to war like this, Marco does.
This dude has hella PTSD. Hella PTSD. Oh my god! That was a fast rock.
Oh, I think he's taking damage now. Oh. I should probably come down there with you, but I just got...
I feel like down here is a better place to play.
Yeah.
No! I just picked up a rocket launcher.
There we go.
Okay.
So we saw him die. So he comes back, we know.
I think he dies like every time.
Maybe there's clones.
Like there's
the alien invasion. There's clones of him.
Maybe, but like he's like that. He's like that one boss from Time Crisis or whatever.
I mean, he's like William Afton. I always come back.
Yeah, I always come back.
Mission
all over. It says that. That's
blood
funny,
all over
actually.
on his hands.
Yeah, and sweat.
His hands. So, Metal Slug 1.
Hard as fuck. Not surprised.
Dude, the first couple stages was fine, but those last two stages...
This one particularly, the last one is nuts.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. But, yeah, we're going to have to play 2 through 6. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is that with the free play on, this is like a 30-minute playthrough.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Here we go. Let's see what happened.
I'm going to throw the paper airplane.
I don't think I've ever seen the ending. It just explodes and
Can you imagine?
Off the screen.
Super Vehicle 001.
Look at these guys.
Just having a little gathering. Sharing war.
Look at this fucking guy. Dude, I wish they had like an animated series of fucking Metal Slug.
Drinking a cold one, dude. Actually, I think they have like
they might have like an OVA in Japan or something.
No, I think they have like a little web series on YouTube or something. I think I remember something about that. I think.
Oh, no, there's a cat. He made it.
The cat made it with a lunch.
It doesn't look like my cat.
It does actually. Look at him swinging around. And then he tripped.
It was all a dream, like no one actually died.
Could you imagine? Like this, like nobody actually went to war. The world's actually super peaceful.
He's driving around the mechs all day. Look at this guy reading paper up there.
Yeah, he's chilling. He's big time chilling. Look at these guys. Look at Grandma and Grandpa right there. Look at that.
It must be hella winds because this airplane's been traveling.
Must be. Oh, the whole town's running.
It's like town hall. It's like a big meeting.
Yeah. Everybody's like, we got in the meeting. This guy looks like he's about to piss himself.
Oh.
He's like, oh shit, they saw me. Oh, this is a cute ending. This is a nice ending. I like the music though.
I know, it's really catchy.
The Nazca Corporation. This sounds like an evil enemy, but like corporation.
Yeah.
Like you play Resident Evil, and that's like the Nazca Corporation has brought back the T-virus.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh, is this going to lead into part 2?
Let's see.
Oh, I thought...
Is that the guy that would be?
What if it's like a young version of him when he's a kid and it shows like he gets more like diabolical
Maybe.
and crazy as he gets older?
He looks like he's like, damn, I shouldn't have been an evil guy after all.
But the letter just gives him the master plans to build the ultimate like Metal Slug, and he just tries to take over the world. It's actually blueprints for his,
the
ultimate scheme.
I have no idea. You could be right.
It just landed in his hands perfectly from like a paper airplane.
That's called fate. Game over.
Alright guys, so that's Metal Slug 1 on the Anthology Collection for the PS2.
That was fun.
I think this is a great pickup if you ever come across it at like a retro store or something, just because it has all 6 games.
Yeah.
And, you know, I remember the original Metal Slug 1, I believe, or Metal Slug 1 or Metal Slug X came out on PS1, but it was really hard for the longest time to be able to pick up the games. So if you could pick up the entire collection on a PS2 disc for like 10 or 15 bucks,
yeah,
I mean, you're getting the games pretty cheap. And
it's good value.
Playing the first one, I mean, I didn't really see any kind of like major slowdown. It didn't seem like anything really bothered me.
Yeah, it's put together.
I mean, I don't have the original Neo Geo hardware because that shit's fucking ridiculously overpriced. Yeah. But I mean, I've never played outside the arcade the Metal Slug games besides this, so this plays pretty good. But when me and Rob return, I'm going to see if I can get this man to play Metal Slug 2 with me, and we can play more of the anthology. But guys, thanks so much for joining us today. Rocket Cat Reviews. Find us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Check out Rocket Meals. Me and Rob constantly do the foods on there. We got to do another Rocket Meals here soon.
We got to
find something good to try out.
We got to find out what to do.
Yeah, and Twitch as well. So check us out on all platforms, guys. And as always, thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. So take care, guys.
Peace.